There's a lot more to Stirling than its magnificent old castle. From the town centre, a winding road leads on to Broad Street, at one time the hub of Old Stirling. This was the site of the old toll booth and the Market Cross. At the top of the street in Castle Wynd is Mar's Walk, a 16th century Renaissance-style townhouse. The Earls of Mar, who had this built, were the hereditary keepers of the castle. The building was damaged by cannon fire during the Jacobite rebellion. Castle Wynd leads to the esplanade at the top of Castle Crag. This impregnable fortress was originally built to defend the only safe crossing of the River Forth. The crag itself was formed during the last ice age. The views from here across the town and to the Wallace Monument sitting in Abbey Crag and the Ochil Hills beyond are magnificent. The castle has been attacked many times in its long and bloody history. The crag that the castle stands on gives it defence on three sides. Its weakness is its point of approach. The first gate brings us to the forework, and to the right is the French spur. This is now an excellent cafe. The next gate brings us to the main part of the castle, with a whitewashed great hall to the left. Ahead is the master gunner's house, with a kitchen below. We called in to have a look at the kitchen. The entrance to the north gate is here. This is thought to be the oldest part of the castle. The north gate brings us to the blast-proof powder magazines and the Nether Bailey. From here there's a wonderful view of the main part of the castle, with the Great Hall sitting above the north curtain wall. Much of the interior of the castle dates back to the 15th and 16th century. We headed back towards the inner courtyard for a look around. The Great Hall was built in the early 16th century for state occasions. It's quite impressive. We wandered aimlessly about the castle and through the vaulted lower level of the Great Hall. We thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. A battery of guns are lined up along the east-facing wall. We called into the cafe for something to eat. It was very enjoyable. We also enjoyed a trip to the castle. The Church of the Holy Rood stands in a magnificent location just below the castle. The rugged lump of rock overlooking the graveyard is Ladies' Rock, a vantage point for the ladies of the court to watch the tournaments in the valley below. Ahead we pass Argyle's Lodgings, a wonderful 17th century townhouse. We headed back down by Castle Wynd and St John Street, past the old town jail, and back in towards the town centre. No trip to Scotland is complete without a visit to Stirling. Stirling is Scotland's newest city, yet the wonderful cobbled streets of its old town are steeped in history, and the old town is crowned by its magnificent castle. Nowhere else in the country is Scotland's heritage better preserved.